Hi all, how are you doing today? I hope that you guys are fine. Today we will continue the chapter to be and to have. We had this lesson last week. We did the first two lessons under that, and today we will complete the remaining two. So first you have to log in using the aplusstudent.com. You click on your name and you move on to language art. So this class is for the G1, G2, and the KG, but we will take this lesson under the grade 1. So you can find the chapter to be and to have there, and the lesson will be to be use the correct form and to have used the correct form. Hi, how are you? How are you doing today? I hope that you're okay on the chat. Alright, so we will start now. Alright, so the word is and tell about the present. So is um tells about the present. Use is if the sentence is about one person, animal, place, or thing. Just like we have here, Mary is funny because Mary is just like one person. Okay? So you use is for one. Then it is soft. Alright? Use are if the sentence is more than one person. So more than one. If it's about more than one, then you would use are. Okay? Also use are if the sentence is about you. So if it's about you, then you would use are here. Alright, so we have Jake and Ron are late. So we use are for more than one. We are behind you. We talks about more than one. It's a plural form. You're so nice. So we use you with are. You are. Okay? Then you use if the sentence is about I. Okay, so if the sentence is I, you use Okay, so it's like I am happy. You see? I am ready. So if it's about am, you use I. Okay? So the word was and where tell about the past. So whenever you have words or you have where, it tells you about the past, something that has already happened. So use was if the sentence is about one person. So one person you use was, so that's like singular. So for singular you would use was. Mary was funny. It was soft. I was here. So use was for singular. Okay? And then you would use where if the sentence is about more than one. So if you have more than one, you would use where. So also use where if the sentence is it's about you. So if the sentence is starting with you would use where. Jake and Ron were late. We were behind you. You were so nice. Alright, so you have to take note of the past and the present. Alright, let's look at some example, okay? So take notes that when we talk about present, so when it is present, is okay? And then when it is past, we have was where, okay? Alright, let's look at some examples. Complete the sentence. The calf dashed by its mother. So you would have what? The calf is one. So you would say the calf is by its mother. They dash nice to us. So they, you would say what? They were, plural, past. And then we would say the oranges dash in the basket. So oranges, more than one. So you would say the oranges the basket because this is talking about the present tense form. Alright, so we'll move on to the test and you can share your answers with me. Alright, so complete the sentence. This bone dash for the puppy. So is it is, or am? So the bone is for the puppy because it's what? Present tense form. Those plants dash very tall. So is it am, are, or is? What is the right one here? Okay, so those plants are very tall. Okay, so the oranges dash in the baskets. Am, are, or is. What is the right one here? Alright, so the oranges are in the basket because it's in plural form. Alright, so they dash nice to us. They were, they is, or they was. What is the right one here? Okay, so they were nice to us. Okay. The calf dashed by its mother. Was or were. Am was or is, which is the right one here? The calf is by its mother. Okay. That fly dashed on my eggs. So that fly was where are on my eggs. What is the right one here? Okay, so that fly was because it's just one fly. Okay, that game dash fun for all of us. That game dash fun for all of us. So what is the right one here? That game was where or am. That game was fun. Okay. So, alright, that's it for this particular lesson, which is to be use the correct form. If you haven't done this, you would complete it later on, or you can complete it later on when you are ready. Okay, so we'll move on to the last lesson, which is to have used the correct form. But before we start, can you tell me on the chat if you have any question concerning the one that we just did? Alright, so since we have no questions, we will start. So you use has if the sentence is about one person. Okay, so if the sentence is about one person, animal, place, or thing, that is when you would use what? Has. Pat has a little sister, has. He has two balloons. So if the sentence is referring to one person, animal, place, or thing, you would use has. Use have if the sentence is about more than one. So more than one, then we will use what? Have. Okay? So more than one person, animal, place, or thing, you have to make sure that you use have. Use have also if the sentence is about you or I. So if the sentence is about you or I, you can use have. So it's like saying a car, you know, you have a dog, stuff like that. This is it. So the boys have many friends. You have a pretty I have a cat. So you use has for singular, has singular, and have is the plural form. Okay? Okay, so we will look at some examples. They dash a book about dogs. So what would this be? They have, because have refers to like plural. They dash pretty flowers outside their house. So it will be what? They have pretty flowers outside their house. They dash a book about dogs and they have a book about dogs. Alright, so we'll move on to the test and you can share your answers. So complete the sentence. This zoo dash 10 monkeys. So what is the right one? Have or has? So if you say that this zoo have 10 monkeys, it is wrong. Yes, because it has to be has. Okay, this zoo. Now it's talking about one zoo, not a lot of zoos. Okay. They dash a book about dog. What is the right one here? Okay, so they have a book about dogs. Okay, so we have the paint has dash red and yellow paint. So the painters have or has yellow and red and yellow paint. So which is the right one here? So the painters is what's plural because it's more than one. So you would say the painters have. Okay, it's more than one. He dash a big red wagon. So he has or he have. Which one? So he has a big red wagon. He has. Okay, so we have dad dash a new car. So dad has or dad have a new car. Which one? Okay, so we will say dad has a new car. Okay. Alright, so that's it for this lesson to have used the correct form. If you haven't done this before, you have to make sure that you complete this later. Okay? Before we finish, can you tell me if you have any questions? Okay, so since we have no questions, we'll end here. Have a good weekend and see you all next week. Bye, everyone.